Hey guys, welcome back. Today I want to talk about a piece of equipment that honestly blows my mind that more contractors are not using it yet. It's the Emlid RX2. And truly, I believe this type of equipment is going to completely dominate the small contractor and field layout market over the next few years. Not because it's flashy or not because it's complicated. Actually, it's a complete opposite because it's simple, affordable, fast, and unbelievably practical. So just for around $2,700, $2,750, you get the rover and the pole. Then you pair that with the RTK Network Subscription, which is around $750 a year. And what the RTK Network does is eliminate one piece of the biggest pain points in traditional survey workflows. You don't have to set up a base anymore. And that's massive. Traditionally, you would set up a base, establish your control point, protect that setup, and there's always room for human error. Someone bumps the tripod, moves the stake, the control point shifts, something hits the setup, and that takes time, and now your workflow is delayed. With the RX2 and RTK network, you can literally pull it out of the truck, connect to the network, and away you go. That's what makes this thing so powerful. And honestly, it removes a lot of the intimidation factor from survey equipment. Most contractors think survey gear is complicated, that you need a dedicated surveyor, and that's hard to learn. That's not really the case anymore. The data collector is literally your phone. That's the smartest part of this entire system. I train guys remotely over a screen share all the time. Within an hour, most crews are already walking sites, picking up points, checking grade, laying out work, and understanding the workflow. That's a game changer. This is no longer just survey equipment. This is becoming field productivity tool that's unstoppable. The applications, they're honestly endless. Every supervisor should have one of these in their truck. You can verify grades, check pipe inverts, confirm center of manholes, verify slopes. You can measure distance, calculate square footage or meters, check the top of concrete elevations while you're pouring, your layout, your forms, the four corners. You can literally hold this rover over fresh concrete and verify that elevation immediately. So no tapes, no guessing, no pulling string lines. Even for underground work, this thing is incredible. Instead of relying entirely on a pipe laser, you can check the top of pipe elevations directly as you go down the trench. You're verifying in real time whether you're on grade or you're not. And the crazy part is, this setup actually costs less than some pipe laser systems. For landscapers, this thing is a dream. You can pick up original surfaces, export the files, send them to designers, have georeference plans sent back to the field. You want symmetrical garden beds, trees perfectly aligned to the house, planting layouts exactly where the designers intended. You can upload planting drawing designs directly into the rover. The guide installs point to point. No more eyeballing, no more tape measures stretched out across the property, no more wondering if this is symmetrical. The installer literally walks to the exact point. That's where this industry is going. And there's a fantastic example from Stefan from Flying Surveyor out in Scotland. He has a great video showing how landscapers and contractors use these systems almost like a laser level workflow, except without relying on resetting up a laser base. It's like running around with a receiver. That's the key difference. So instead of chasing benchmarks and consistently moving the equipment around, it's already built into the system. The rover simply tells you if you have a cut or fill directly from the finished grade. That's huge for landscapers. You can build different surfaces, bottom of excavation, top of gravel, drainage slopes, lawn elevations, whatever you want. So imagine you're doing an entire backyard renovation. Instead of setting up a laser over and over and over again, maintain slopes, consistency across the property, entire surface already exists digitally. You just walk the site and verify instantly. That's a massive advantage. And that's where contractors start understanding, the survey equipment isn't just for surveyors anymore. It becomes a grading assistant without an assistant. It's a quality control tool, then adds points and lines to your workflow. Now you're doing symmetrical layouts for your planting, your garden bed curves, your fence lines, hardscape alignments, lighting layouts, drainage runs, all directly from a design file. That's where it really gets powerful for landscapers, because now the field isn't building exactly what the designer is what they're building as they intended, not eyeballing or pulling tapes or trying to make it look close. It's the exact position as they have on the drawing. That's a major leap forward to the industry. And then you add scanning workflows on top of that. Now that's where things actually start getting interesting. You can scan a property real quick with the same device, and then have third-party designers, even overseas, and have files built overnight. You send the original surface, they build the design, create the grading surfaces, top of gravel, bottom of gravel, layout fields, planting layouts, and then they send it right back to your rover. Now your crews are laying things out in the field immediately. That's massive. Competitive advantage. The contractors adopting this workflow are early. They're going to be ahead of the game here. So, and that's the difference. There is machine grade control. That's where everything is going now, or machine guidance. You can mount one of these on your dozer, your skid steer, grader. And do a huge shout out to Perry Excavation in Arizona. He has great content doing exactly what I'm speaking about now. You can just mount this on a skid steer and start grading without spending, the massive $40,000 to $80,000 setups. And the gains are real. Like a conservative number is like 20% efficiency on your excavation or your grading, and some see up to 40%. And if you've ever operated equipment before, you understand why when the blade moves away from the stake, you're guessing. You think you're on grade, you're hoping you're on grade, but you don't know for sure. So this removes that guesswork. So when you're in the center of that push, you know exactly where you're at. And that's why I honestly believe this technology is going to dominate the space. It's small, it's easy to use, it's affordable, it's practical, and it solves real field problems immediately. It's not complicated workflow anymore. You open up your phone, connect to the rover, and walk the site, pick up points, export files, lay out the work, done. And because the training happens over the screen share, it becomes incredibly easy to support crews remotely, as yourself or myself. As an owner operations manager, you can literally walk your field crews through the steps remotely from anywhere. So turn this on, open the settings, walk to this corner, check this point, and they're up and running. That level of support simplifies, is what makes it so powerful, this system, rather than a data collector where you have to be there in person. So if you're in construction, landscaping, utilities, concrete, excavation, civil work, or survey, and you haven't looked at this technology yet, now's the time. The RTK subscription pricing was literally cut in half. It was a little bit of a barrier, but now it's lower than ever. And honestly, I wouldn't want to work anywhere without one, because these tools, once you use it and realize how much time you're guessing and rework you were doing before this, it'll change your mind. So if you want to walk through for onboarding or a live demo, reach out to me directly. I'll walk you through the step-by-step over screen share. Same pricing as you'll find on the Emlid website. The difference is that we, the dealers, do the support for you, so we walk through it all. So check us out at www.brogangroup.flow. So thanks for watching.